Hey, so what's up, everybody? Paul Shakuri here with another video at paulshakuri.com. Now, in this video, we're going to talk and discuss how do you get yourself off the ground. You see, the reality is the majority of us are starting something that we want to create off the ground, and we have this vision at the top that we're going to be successful, we're going to have that wealth coming in, we're going to have that big massive audience, the following. But along the way, because I've created a couple of businesses that have really taken off and other ones that, well, not so much. They kind of crashed and burned, and I don't mean in a way where I've lost a lot, but it just wasn't as successful as some others. So the ones that were successful, what happened to make it successful? And I know a lot of you are going through this, and in your life, it's the reality. There's so much competition out there, and I don't mean competition necessarily in a bad way, but there's so many people doing so many things, and if you've thought about it, as you know, there are other people who have already created it. Now, take a look at, for example, personal development and what I'm doing with my channel now. How many other people out there in the space are doing personal development? But why are you channeled into me? And if you're still watching this, let me ask you the question, why? That's because every single person is unique at what it is they have to offer. So, the first thing you're going to have to realize is these days overnight success can happen, but it's more than likely not going to. However, that exact thought and reality is what holds people back from even getting started. Or for those people who broke past that barrier and even got started, well, stop continuing to build and manifest and create. So you launch it off the ground, and those people who have gotten past that first step, now they start putting out content, or they start creating their products and their prototypes, whatever it is you're looking to create, but then they kind of crash and burn and stop and give up on that next step. And the reality is they do that because they don't see immediate results. Now, not everybody's going to get immediate results, but when you start to do things to not expect money in return, but you do it because it's what you love to do and you're just passionate about it, money is going to follow you. And that's what I want to stress in this video. If you're working for the money, I understand it. You want to make a ton of money. You want to get more followers, more sales. It's more than likely not going to come, because the reality is once you start looking every single day at the bank account and you start to take a look at, wait a second, I've been working on this for a month, 2 months. I've been posting videos. I've been, losing money on a social media marketer. I actually created the prototype and I went to people and asked to sell it and nobody wants to buy it. Well, what do you think you're going to do when the times get tough? You're typically going to give up. Now, it's very important. It's tricky. I mean, being an entrepreneur, the reality is it's tricky, right? Because when is it too late? Sorry, not too late. When is it time to throw in the towel? And when is it time to continue manifesting what it is you're working on? Well, that all comes down to you. That all comes down to the feedback you're getting. Sometimes, the majority of times, well, what happens is you run into roadblocks, okay? You start creating something. You run into these roadblocks. You start trying to sell the product, and at the end of the day, the product is not selling, but it's not the fact that the product doesn't sell. It's just the mere fact that you got to do something different. Like, again, I always say this. Being an entrepreneur is an art. And if you're going to want to become successful, it comes down to consistency in building your brand and building what it is that you want to build and create. Not all the time will it work on the first try or the second try. But if you take what's kind of working, shift it around, and then go out there and sell it, not everything's going to be a fidget spinner, every fidget spinner overnight success. Or, people say Uber, an overnight success. Well, Uber spent a lot of money and hired the right team. I'm talking millions upon millions of dollars to get it out and launched. Yeah, it's a great idea, but it costs a lot of money. The majority of people wouldn't have that kind of money or the right team to get it created and built the way it was. So don't compare yourself to other companies, but look at it for inspiration. Now, I want to tell you, this is the last pointer that I'm going to give you. If you have an idea you want to go after, okay, you have to have the vision of where it's going to end up what it's going to bring you in. And lastly, you have to have the courage enough to want to speak it. Now, I'm just filming this video as I'm day trading stocks right now at the moment. And I thought of this at the top of my head and said, hey, I got to create this and put it on my YouTube channel. So this video is going to go and obviously be seen by hundreds upon thousands of people over time. And it will enlighten a couple people. I have the courage enough to say I'm going to be speaking on stage, in a sold out New York crowd. It is what it is. People can laugh at you and tell you it's not going to happen all they want. At the end of the day, what matters? What's going to keep you going? It's what you believe inside this head. And when you have the courage enough to speak it and say it on a day-to-day basis, what that's going to do is push you towards accomplishing those goals and success. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. Head over to paulshakuri.com. Links in the description. But also, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. And I'm going to give you a lot more content just like this and so much more as I grow this channel every single day, week, and be growing together. Thank you so much. God bless you. Live with passion. See you later. Bye-bye.